holds position in the center. We're beautifully done.
Yo guys, no bet winner, no entry gift.
Sports fans out there, are you ready? It's a beautiful evening and welcome to tonight's game. The lady shows up and she's been denied. Oh no! But wait, she's back with bet winner. Wait, oh what a beautiful pass! And it's a
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years, and gaming can be addictive.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover a map him tap send. Intienne also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi ka komo bushing for Ghana for na tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level for check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Oh yes, Ghana! People of Kaswa! At long last, Kaswa to the world is here! The wait is over! Off-Road Entertainment presents Kaswa to the world! Too much money with Frankie, Rhymes, and friends inside Kaswa, Kakaba Junction. So again, mark your calendars, 25th of March, time 7 a.m. till daybreak. Special guest artist, Guru, Ababa Christie, DJ Azonto, Nifani, NY, Ayite Power, Buko Banku. Special guest on Little DJ Lodash, Professor Wise, DJ Bosco, DJ Lomo. Side attraction, luxurious car exhibition, bikini car wash, wild and expensive bike show, musical concerts, boat sales. We are bringing a party and a performance night inside Kaswa. If you want a spot to sell your food and drinks, call 0544-911-520. It's Ghana inside Kaswa, 25th of March at Kakraba Junction.
Looks like 25th March is going to be a competition in Kaswa, because already I have seen about 2 shows being publicized for Kaswa alone. And they all have the name Kaswa in it. Kaswa to the world, and another one called This is Kaswa or something like that. I am Kaswa. Photocopy. Yeah. And interestingly, they are all on the same day. Wow, Kaswa. We are on the same day. Kaswa for baby. Then some kidding. Have you heard any of these shows?
Yes.
Which one do you know?
I know of the 2, Can't Courtesy You, and also because of the marketing they are doing. And I believe both will succeed because
on the same day.
Yes, on the same day. They are both at different lengths from each other. Kaswa for the so omuni na kramuhu dum kwa do benya. And I feel say Bakono ye more younger dominated. And
which one?
Photocopy there no. One say photocopy fans be brave. And I papa so fans so.
Photocopy's fans are not the target for that show. Photocopy's fans on the day, do you know Photocopy is playing 2 shows?
Yes. Wow.
Yes, he's playing 2 shows. He's playing the first show at the Children's Park.
Okay. So
during the day, that's for children. Okay. And in the evening, they are doing this for like party goers.
I think that one is, the first one is for him, and the other one for his father.
But Photocopy is still the lead artist. Would you advise that they check the date? I've spoken to the 2 of them, and kind of they all want to do it on the same day.
But I think it's good for Kaswa very, very, very good for Kaswa.
Now why the same day? Like it is good.
I think the tension needs to be there because always we've been hearing bad stuff about Kaswa, and nowadays if it's going to that angle, I think it's good. I like the competition. This Kaswa and then Kaswa to the world. At the end of the day, we are going to see which show pull the numbers.
But you see, that's what I also don't want.
Yes.
So we are going to see which show will pull the numbers. Obviously, one will suffer.
One will definitely suffer. That's
why
I said
if we sit down for one to suffer, it is a discouragement for investment.
Then the next time one needs to check the date first, because doing the same show at same time, I think photocopies.
Interestingly, they have all come to this office, and I have told them that, guys, this show, the date and the date, but they are all upbeat. Everybody says, "Oh,
I think let's leave them. At the end of the day, wow, show you still have the date as yours. Wow, you come back to the drawing board, you fix another date, maybe or next year you change the date, then you are good to go.
Okay, well, how about you? What would you also advise?
As I would have advised one of them to either switch the dates, because thing is the whole activity starts from 23rd, 24th, 25th, then yes to 26th. So these are the 4 busy days, and you can peg it around any other day apart from that. That is if you know your strength. I'm sure both of them will be reluctant because of probably they will be complacent with whatever feedback they are getting from their close associates or maybe fans as well. So it is like that. Definitely one will suffer. One will suffer because when you check the lineup of these two events, when I say one will suffer, not that one is going to flop completely though, but they wouldn't get the desired crowd. The crowd that they are going to get will be okay, which we did some. And people came
because they are all free shows though.
Exactly. So it is not a show that you say, oh, I'm on phone call and you see empty spaces there. No, people will be there, but the quality of audience that probably you would have always said will be nyano, it's not one that you get. And when you check even the personalities or the supporting acts on both stages, it will just be a competition, and most people would now prefer which one to go. The truth of the matter is you can't be at both places even in one night. To me.
Oh, you can if you want to.
No.
Why?
No, you can't.
That's what I'm saying.
You know the funny thing is some of these events, time now over. Sad time now artists now person they start popping in, and during that time you'll be will say looking at the environment and the inconvenience you would have to go through to move from one place to the other. Okay, since it is music I want to enjoy, people performing on stage I want to enjoy. Most of these people are probably some of my favorite artists too. So why don't I stay here? About half of them will take this decision and they will remain at one place. So unless those who are mobile, like maybe those who have their cars, that can do that. But even the Okada boys wouldn't say me koha. It will just be station. They will all be stationed at one particular place. Ahana mewo. Sometimes you might think say, oh, forget it. They won't. They can be at one particular.
If you're able to sustain them, they don't go anywhere.
They don't go anywhere because our stress now will be filmed already. Now you know people struggle to be in front of the stage where the barricades and everything are. And so being a particular vantage spot, no bit me affiliation. Now forget it on koda. Unless maybe the bypass, maybe I show okay, me ko hasi, I say kranipa or hodo do mamen ko hasi. Then maybe if there is a spillover at one particular event, then you can get some at your event. And so people will be stationed at one place. Nobody will come and say me ko share hakaka. That's inconvenience. So many people wouldn't do.
Okay. The truth is that Kaswa have the capacity to hold both shows the same night
with good and impressive numbers.
Because Odia say, you see, when you divide Kaswa into two, the bridge, there's the left side,
that's the right side. The flyover.
The flyover when you divide into, there's the Nyanyano side, then there's the Obom Road side. You get it. That side has also two sides. This side also have two sides.
The
Millennium City, blah blah blah. Then Tuba and Co. You see, this crowd come from this side. This one to have a man from and all those side. Cocoa, New Market, to all those inside there. Budumburam overflow, area overflow. So if all those people are coming, and you there, let's say we pick it even from just Old Barrier, and Old Barrier stretch are moving. Kokobite Tuba stretch are also moving. This can hold you down at this side. This also can hold you down. Then again, in Kaswa now, tricycle and Okada is normal. Is a normal taxi and trotro. I won't be in Kaswa and I want to pick taxi. Then again, even if we say okay,
but the venues, in saying what you're saying, consider the venues as well.
Oh no, you see, I'll definitely both are going to be using parks, and there's a lot of parks in both sides. And if the park can hold,
do you know the park being used by the off road guys?
No, I don't know the park used by both of them. Do you get me? I don't know both parks.
I hear there's a park called
Odupongpe.
Yeah.
Odupongpe is a good park. It's a big
park.
That
is for I am Kaswa. That is photocopy and his people.
Okay.
And the other one I've forgotten, but I'll get the name and let you know.
Odupongpe is huge.
And that why is the KFC in Kaswa? There's a KFC.
The KFC, that's the Nanyano side.
So the other one is happening at the Kaswa KFC.
Oh, that's I mean. They will hold the people. You see where Millennium City. Maybe I will move funny face more on Zion more no whilst I lay back sat down a coin inside Chrome like it's a whole town. Then you come and talk about two band numbers and it's a two stretch. And sometimes we are a near. So one of the things that I think, like the way you said, both stretch will not come to each other.
They will not cross.
No. Because me living Budumbura Pan, I mean Ben Tremunqua said because so far as DJ we are wahai chilling me wa it's better 70 me and I almost would do and drink baby now the best at home. Sa vena for drink we everyone rush way near did be gumu kakra 1 hour ko bi kra bottle or no sa on one both can hold very perfect.
Well, we wish them all well. Thank you so much. You've heard from my panel members already. Abbas Muiz sitting next to me. He is the boss of Elevate GH, and we have a project. Maybe Abbas will use some 1 minute to mention the project to you, and later we'll give you some more details on that. Abbas, 1 minute. Present the project to the people, and let's see what we can do.
This project can get to see Sammy Flex production in partnership with Flex
Entertainment.
Flex Entertainment.
Not Sammy Flex.
Sorry. Flex Entertainment in partnership with Elevate. We are bringing a package to talents. New talents, young talents, independent talents, and even talents who are under record labels, who are in need of quality, productive production. And we are bringing them a good avenue for them to be able to also shoot their music video and also market it at the same time.
Exactly.
And we are going to be doing this for them. They just need to reach out on the numbers, and we will sort them out. We have a couple of packages for them, and it's very, very affordable. Very affordable. And
so all that you have to do, no matter where you are calling from, you just have to be someone who is looking for a quality but affordable music video.
Yes.
And Elevate GH and Flex Entertainment Production have come together to do this video for them.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I see.
Yes.
So they just have to call the numbers, eh?
Yes.
Okay, then let's go catch the commercial when we come back. I'm sure we run with it. So if you are watching us and you are looking for quality music video but very affordable, this is a project being led by Abbas Muiz, who is the CEO of Elevate GH. They're into marketing, they're into events, they're into promotions, and for a period, I'm not sure this is going to be forever. So for a period, you have to rush now before time expires. So for a period, this combination is going to give you a music video. All that you have to do is to call, then the terms and conditions will be spelled out to you so you can also benefit from it. Watch it. I'll be right back.
Ooh, yeah. Are you ready? Elevate GH in partnership with Sammy Flex TV product. Ooh, yeah. Are you ready? Elevate Events GH in partnership with Sammy Flex TV Production comes your way with a great opportunity for new and up-and-coming artists as well as already established independent artists, record labels or talent managers. Packages include quality music video shoots and music promotion. We give you clean shots, better video quality and the opportunity to promote you and your work across the globe. For more details and enquiries, call 0553 049 693 or 050 4323 640. Elevates GH and Sammy Flex TV Production. Everything for the culture.
So this is our contribution to our industry. Elevate GH leading this attack, and of course we are playing defense to make sure it happens. So call us now and let's sort you out. Let me also go on to introduce man like Derek Money. Derek Money has been nominated in the best pundit category. Hey, Derek. and then will never make you win this round. if Adam says that you've been nominated, guy, he go bomb more.
But I'll say Dan do. I'll say
yeah. But anyway, it will be a big story.
Very big story.
That's the rich award scheme. Folkless. Oh, yeah. Folkless. It's when?
I think it's April.
April.
The voting starts April 3rd.
Oh, voting is yet to start.
Yes, and I think it's June.
Wow. So who are you competing with?
Another Samuel Bedu, Koskuli,
Galacticos.
Friend say Ziga.
Who is Ziga?
One another guy who's also doing.
He's on which panel? Which show? Kesben. Oh, okay.
Kesben Entertainment.
Ziga.
And then James Clark. And then Efia Duchumwa, Sama Duchumwa, that lady.
Efia Duchumwa. Which platform?
She normally goes on, I think, Kwasia Wadi show.
Vida Duchumwa. Yeah, I know Vida Duchumwa. Yeah, Vida is a solid girl.
And the host of others.
Vida is a solid girl.
Yes.
So what are your chances?
My chances are...
I thought Kodoki was also nominated, oh?
No, it was Koskoli instead.
Oh, Koskoli.
Yes.
I see. What are your chances?
But I'm looking at how the thing is going, or how panditry has become very attractive and then lucrative in our space right now.
Lucrative?
Yeah, lucrative.
Okay.
Rather, my chances depends on how best I'm able to project myself.
Okay.
Because nomination voting will start very soon. So in order for me not to relax, I just need to put in more effort.
Okay.
Especially with my panditry, and then make sure I get more platforms to cover. You know, this gathers the hard work I'm doing.
Yeah.
So when everybody sees how I'm putting in much hard work, I think say I stand a chance of winning it. And then I think I have 1 or 2 people who have also promised me they are going to vote massively for me. So I stand a chance of winning, looking at how people are hailing it, and then especially when I posted the flyer, I think the results was very massive. I was not expecting that results, but people were calling and then coming.
They want to support you.
Yes, and I think that tells how much how
you are loved.
I'm loved.
So to Sammy Flex viewers as well, our man Derek Money has been nominated in the Folkless Best Pundit Award, and he needs your support. Like, I trust this platform there. When the voting details are ready, you just come and share, and let's see, people will support you. Exactly. Make sure that you bring the trophy on this day.
Yes, we are definitely going to bring the trophy. Everything started here.
So among all the nominees, who scares you?
Arnold. No, that's a maybe, I think.
But he's won before, any?
Yeah, he has won it before.
In the same, in RTP or in Folkless?
Folkless. I think last year he won.
He won.
Yes. And Brass, I'm looking at his pedigree. That's what I'm saying is a trait. Looking at his pedigree and how Ghanaians have come to accept him that much. I think that will be a challenge over them. But with my fans,
did you vote?
Did you vote?
Let's do it
with your fans. You have fans.
With my fans and my supporters, I think
we are going to win.
I'm going to win.
Let's use did you vote?
Did you vote?
That's exactly what we are going to use to win this. Big ups to you. Congratulations, Charlie. It means a lot. Some of these things, you might see them small, but one day you will need to write it somewhere to make a case for you. It is good. If you ask me, it is good. one day you need to write it just small somewhere, and it will say a lot about you. So yeah, it is good. Let's continue to push, and at least if you're able to win, we will be very, very happy. Let me also say thanks to Digital Rasta, call him Currency, he's on camera, and to Richie Flex, the birthday boy, who is celebrating his birthday today. He is the editor and director of the show. So we are still announcing to you that the birthday celebration is not over until it is over. It is throughout the weekend. So whatever you want to wire, it is not late. Please wire. Yeah, just tap, and let's see how it goes. So let me ask you guys your opinion on this briefly, so we run away, because I know it has been said here and there about Burna Boy's announcement featuring the UEFA Champions League final and what it means to you, and some information you guys have been able to grab about it, and again what it means to Afrobeat music, or better still African music. What do you guys have to say? Let's go watch the announcement. Richie will show the announcement for us, and I hear the concert. The match itself is in June. That is 10th June. That is on 10th June 2023. That's when we are having the finals of the UEFA Champions League. That is the grand finale happening in Istanbul, Turkey. Let's go catch the announcement. When I come back, I'll ask what people think about this and what it means to Afrobeat, Burna Boy, and to Africa music. Watch it. I'll be back.
Hello everyone, this is Burna Boy, and I got some big news. I'll be performing at the UEFA Hello everyone, this is Burna Boy, and I got some big news. I'll be performing at the UEFA Champions League final kickoff show by Pepsi. Come on, let's go! Final kickoff show by Pepsi. Come on, let's go!
The kickoff show by Pepsi, Burna Boys on roll. You are into event more. What does this mean? Quick one. Short now.
It's a very beautiful news, not only to Burna Boy but to even Africa as a whole, because this is a time where there seems to be a revolution from Africa, and it is taking its peak in the world, and that is where we are having. That is the time we are also having our recognition. So it is very good. This is not the first time people are performing at such events. I think last year was one lady, is it Camila? Cabello or so. Yes,
Camila Cabello,
and other ones have also performed. But in Africa or Afrobeat at large, this is the first time an Afrobeat or an African Afrobeat artist is going to perform. So it feels good. It is good. This shows that yes, we are being recognized, especially in the world music conversation. It is not about Afrobeat, but world music. And that is what we are talking about. So it is good. Out of these performances, with me, I am just hoping and praying we will take advantage of some of these things, and just not only with the performances do, but also ambassadorial deals. Because Pepsi sponsoring this, mostly what they do is the companies that sponsor usually have some affiliations with the artist involved, which is why when Rihanna performed at Super Bowl, Rihanna is on Apple Music, is signed with Apple Music. So it is just a label kind of deal. It is just a label connect kind of conversation. So it is just about us sometimes going a notch higher to make sure, aside the performances, we are able to land certain kind of deals so we can sustain it. So if by next year or 5 years to come, the same company says, oh, we are looking for artists that have probably been on our side or our affiliates, we can definitely call on you once again, and it wouldn't be just a one-night thing or maybe once in a while thing, but it will be something that will be on record, and you can be the go-to guy whenever that conversation pops up. So it is good. It is beautiful. I know Burna Boy is going to make Africa proud for that one year. We can't doubt his performing prowess. He has it. He's proven it time and again, and this is just another opportunity for him to show the world that yes, Africa has some giants here, and it is beautiful.
Okay, yes, Abbas, you're on the mic, so let's go.
Brasami, I think it's good. It's good for music in general. It is time for Africa, and we will do justice to it.
Okay.
It is not by mistake that it's the giant. It's well connected. It's having good relationship, and is well positioned. The truth be told, this is my first time even hearing about
the Champions League,
and all the stuff,
and performances. Yeah,
I'm not a football fan, so I can say because of Burna Boy, I'm going to be watching, and I will watch the whole full thing and also watch the football a little bit at a place that I feel that they are watching football. Most of the time, me when I go watch football, I actually don't watch the match. I watch the people, those who are crying and those who are laughing,
the ambience,
those who are doing the agitation. That kick me like that tickles my fantasy.
I know,
not the ball itself. So it's good.
It comes with some feeling.
Yeah. You know that thing. You know, and this also shows to some of us that look, when you push, the doors will be open for you. So we're going to continue pushing, and also tells you that look, it's not limited to your space alone. Open the doors, let others get involved. And when others get involved, a lot of things will be open. They've done basketball, they've done football. They will keep on doing and they will keep on going and performance spaces. And now what I'm also looking at is that I'm not looking at only him performing, probably the DJ, the band.
He will be performing with the band.
So
that is what he has been doing over the years.
If he's performing with the band, then I'm sure it probably is only him. The time is not that much. If it's before or after, I don't know how to do it. But my prayers, I
think it is before
the match.
Yeah, they call it kickoff.
In my head, I'm like, I wish he can perform with Black Sheriff. I wish he can perform with I wish he can do something with this. As he said, so far as the door is open for one person, another person also will be called.
So you want Black Sheriff to perform alongside him?
Yeah. Imagine
just as he did in Nigeria and London with him.
Yes. It tells our boy, and it also push us also. And this also should also let us start calling for investments across the globe. I know there are world big opportunities that also can come to Africa. Now we can't tell ourselves that look at this, because Burna Boy last year December was complaining about the standard of logistics available in Nigeria for him to perform, and it's substandard. Look, if somebody is playing at this level, then you bring him back and you bring him back to Kumkunche. It's not because I'm your brother, man, so you let me perform anything. So I pray that the investment also come to Africa. Since Ghana is the destination for events, we should get a lot of investments, good capacity, huge event capacity, so that even if we can't be there, we can perform to 70,000, 100,000 capacity here without problem.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Derek, speak finally on this.
I think it's a big deal for African music, especially Nigeria music. Yeah, but we are doing Afrobeat. But when you say Afrobeat, I think you still have that same thing. Now we're talking. It's a very big deal for African music, especially Burna Boy being on top of it. We all seen how Burna Boy have been able to push the agenda Afrobeat to the world. And I think Pepsi and the Champions League know what they want and they know what they are looking for. When you know what you want and what you are looking for, you fish out the best person who can fit into the job. And that's what they
can match your brand.
Who can match your brand. And that's exactly what they did. And I'm very happy African music, especially Afrobeat, is going that height. The world is going to know about Afrobeat and how African music is the combination of different sounds that you get the Afrobeat. That is where the world is going to get attention. So I will urge Ghanaians especially to tap into this anointing. Yes, if you tap into this anointing.
I love this. I tap into your blessing.
Exactly. Because we all know how Burna Boy can deliver on stage. And when you look at the performance, after his performance, the world is going to see how he performs. That will throw more light on it. So the world is going to look out or fish out for Afrobeat artists in Africa.
Okay.
And I think it is not going to end here. Other programs or events, when Burna Boy put up such a performance or splendid performance, other events also are going to tap into it.
I'm sure it's even after his NBA performance.
Exactly.
The NBA performance, he was among the people who really, did I say even among them? Because the rest we did not see much from them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so on that stage he actually excelled better, and I'm sure out of that they said, let's go for this guy.
Yeah, and it has put more
thanks to the record labels too.
Exactly. That's what we are always talking. Find record labels. We
don't find the record labels will come.
If you are not doing any job, they will not come. Yeah, if you are not doing your job very well or hard worker, they won't come. So I would say this is something peculiar to Africa, something we need to pay attention. Imagine Champions League, the number of people, viewership.
Over 74,000 on
Just
ground.
imagine, and Burna Boy performing to the world. We are going to say he's performing to the whole world because everybody watches Champions League. Not everybody do, but almost half of the world.
After World Cup, huh?
After World Cup. Yeah, so that's, I mean, this is a very big thing to Africa. And I like the way Burna Boy announced it.
It's a big news.
It's a big news. Yes, he has gotten it. And that's what he's looking for. So I will advise him when he goes to kill it.
Did the video perform at the World Cup final?
Yeah, the video did. And that's, I mean, there's something Africa, the world is recognizing Africa and African music. And it also paved way for Afrobeat to get into other award schemes. They are going to create a category for Afrobeat because the more Afrobeat is getting the attention, the more other schemes are also getting to know Afrobeat. So I think this is a very big day for African music, Nigerian music, Burna Boy, everybody who loves music.
Okay.
So Ghanaians should tap into the anointing.
I love
and
this.
then at the end of the day, we are good to go.
From another boy to another boy, let's move from Burna Boy to Stonebwoy. And Stonebwoy is also in the news. We have seen his record label, Def Jam, Universal Music. We have seen the magic that they've started doing on him. He's about to announce his 5th album. As it stands now, nobody still knows the name of the album yet. He's still teasing us with it. He tells us we should wait for it. But he's already mentioned some names on the album, some collaborated figures on the album. And I would want us to go watch that video. And when I come, I ask of the expectations of my panel members, whether the record label Stonebwoy signed is now working magic, whether we've seen magic being worked on Stonebwoy now after inking that deal. You know, now when you come into our industry, there are so many artists who will tell you record labels are no more their thing. Like they want to be indie because they think they want to have their freedom and all. Having your freedom is okay. There is a song by one of the top reggae musicians called "Do You Want to Be a Well-Fed Slave or a free? Do you want to be a hungry free man? Do you want to be a well-fed slave or a hungry free man?" I'm sure with the labels and the way our boys want to do independent works, this statement or this quotation is apt for them. That do they want to be a well-fed slave, as in you'll be signed by a label, they will do all the things you want them to do for you, or you want to be free but angry free man. So let's go listen to that statement made during an interview in America, and when I come back, I pick the views of my people, the expectations for Stonebwoy's album.
Some heavy names on there, bro. I don't know if I can even release it. Some heavy names on there, bro. I don't know if I can even release it right now, but I could drop it. I'm gonna drop it over here. We have Shaggy. Imagine Stonebwoy and Shaggy.
Ooh.
Imagine Stonebwoy and Angelique Kidjo.
You went into the bag. You put your hand in there and you pulled Shaggy out.
Imagine Stonebwoy and Dexter Daps for the ladies.
Wow.
You know, imagine. You know, I've got some actually niche market artists to female artists to on there, because for me, I believe in the product. I believe in the product so much so that I do not even want to. I want to have it organic once it merges. You know, so we have some beautiful stuff over there, and rest assured, we have Amapiano on there as well. Some of my piano tracks. Amapiano is actually the popular style of music out of South Africa right now.
Okay.
Which is also weaving through, you know, the world. We're merging it with the Afro beats proper.
Okay.
You know, and that style is another amazing one where I put dancehall flavor and my style over it as well. So it features one of the biggest artists and DJs from South Africa, who's called Mapurisa. So you guys are out for it. It's like an 18-track album.
Oh wow, that's an album.
You're gonna get a reggae song on there. You're gonna get beautiful songs.
Okay.
And I've not even mentioned all of the artists that I put on the song.
All right, so that was the announcement of the featured artist on the album, whose name is yet to be known. It happens to be Stonebwoy's fifth. And Derek Money will start this. Derek Money's people. I know, right? What are expectations for the album? Especially now that Stonebwoy has given us the people who are on the album.
Right, I mean, as Stonebwoy has said himself, the expectations are very high because we all know the Stonebwoy. We know, and we know what he can do when it comes to music, especially blending the African vibe with the Jamaicans, Shaggy and stuff like that. I think with such expectation, with such mix or better say combination, we can't expect anything less.
And the label behind it now he's done the album list in America.
Yes, and the label behind it. This is what we call the Grammy agenda. We are still pushing. Yes, we are still pushing the Grammy agenda.
This is the Grammy agenda.
Exactly. And plus, I mean, doing a song, putting someone like Angel Kujo or Kijo on it tells you the album is solid. I think I say 8 tracks or 18.
Yeah,
18 tracks. But I mean, just imagine Stonebwoy in a year release 18 tracks album, and especially Def Jam. The album listening was done in US, like Def Jam. This tells you, say, we can't expect anything less from Stonebwoy.
Okay.
Our expectations are very high, especially listening to the names he has mentioned. That South African guy, I say Mufarisa or something. That one too is super when it comes to Amapiano.
Okay.
So with Stonebwoy, Rasami, I think Ghanaians should expect, how do I put it, one of the best albums from Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
And now,
and when it comes to Stonebwoy songwriting, that guy is dope. Like, forget about everything. Stonebwoy songwriting, he's dope. Like, he write a song that you will listen and enjoy.
Yes, yes, we know. And plus, I'm looking at the record label behind him, so tells you how far the album is going to go, especially when it comes to distributions, when it comes to waterway streaming and stuff like that. These Def Jam records are going to take over all this and do whatever Stonebwoy is looking for, and that is how we need to do, or our industry needs to look up to.
Okay,
our artists need to work extra harder for them to get onto record labels or signed by record labels, because they are doing their job for Stonebwoy.
Exactly.
They are doing all the job for Stonebwoy.
They take the pressure.
They take the pressure off you, so you get time to write good songs. 18 tracks.
I think that's one of the solid points.
We are waiting for the track.
When they take the pressure from you, then you can now
write good
because
songs.
you are not now going to look for distributors, publishers.
Exactly.
Now the player could see a
committee, but that time no can be to me the studio actually. So I think say with the expectation
some of our people too don't want it to. They still,
they think
and
say,
now
I say you are still no. But this is music and business.
Burna Boys them all that is happening to them.
The milestones,
the label links.
Label links and the all the awards the milestones the labels mention all these artists, the remix, the teams, they are all under record labels. And a Jumana Yemrama into Munya drain the tron pa. And this is the time. So I know my Stonebwoy they ban and album not they ban the Rasami. The expectation is very high.
Okay.
Very, very, very high. And then what feature surprises was.
I'm sure the Ghana people he did not mention.
He did not mention because he wanted to project the album to some extent. That's why he did not mention.
That's the Grammy agenda.
That's the Grammy agenda. And that's I think it's a good thing for Stonebwoy. He should keep on pushing and then pushing. I know definitely one day you will wake up and then Stonebwoy will be a Grammy winner.
Okay, how about them? Okay, we'll take over.
Congratulations in advance to Stonebwoy. I think he's worked so hard to achieve whatever or benefit whatever he's getting in recent times. The statement that you made is very deep. Do you want to be a well-fed slave or a hungry free man?
Yeah,
that is what is happening. See, let's not kid ourselves with anything. Burna Boy is doing this, is performing here and there. Hey, people are welfare slaves. Let's not. So
I know. Was it last year? Some people were doing an argument that despite all the shows and the places Burna Boy filled, according to them, they were saying because it was the label's influence, he couldn't even get much. There was a discussion like that somewhere last year.
It is not surprising.
They were comparing him to, is it the video or something that Burna Boy didn't get anything even after playing all these world shows because the label blah blah. But Charlie, you look good.
You look good.
That's and
you cry. Anticipate, like you keep saying.
It is not surprising, you know. Even some of their own people are even rejecting some of these deals. So it is not surprising that even some of our people would not also see them lucrative to also jump on it. But I would say my expectations on Stonebwoy's upcoming album is high though, but it is not. In recent whatever is going on, I still see it to be normal because Stonebwoy has worked a lot, and some of these things, whether the label, I am one of the people who is still not feeling the label's presence in his career
yet. I'm sure it will come proper after the album.
Yes.
Yeah,
that is what I want to see.
Yeah,
that is what I want.
Because Stonebwoy himself alone was doing enough even before. That one, there are no two ways about that. He has been working.
He's been on
globe trotting.
Most of the collaborations. Stonebwoy single-handedly, without any international label, brought Grams Morgan to Ghana to come and perform at the Beam concert. This is no joke for an indie artist to pull such a string. It's no joke. So definitely if a label comes, then we are expecting more to be done.
Yeah,
you get it. But sometimes it's also dependent on the kind of agreement the artist had. You know, some of these deals we can say, I am in partnership with Derek Money. For you know, it is a 50-50 or it can be a 60-40. It depends. If it is a 50-50, the result wouldn't be the same as Derek Money benefiting 70 and me benefiting 30.
Exactly.
You understand? The result wouldn't be the same as 50-50. So yes, I would say let's limit our expectations because there's road to the Grammy agenda. I've seen it before when how do you call it? Sammy released Untamed. He released his Untamed album. That was also one of the plans, to the extent that yes, his distributors and all that were also, he had to release it in the US even before in Ghana. Exactly. So some of these things we've seen it before. It is not something that we've not seen before. So I just want to see results. Yes, the workings, Stonebwoy, and it's not today that Stonebwoy is going to prove anything to anybody. He's asked for the work. He's always working. So now it is about results, and I want to see that result from the label. I want to see that, okay, it is not even about Stonebwoy winning Grammys. It is about Stonebwoy saying, hitting his chest that I am fulfilled with whatever is going on. I want to see the numbers of this album organically or being loved. If not, I know we are not, this particular space is not so much of his market now, because Stonebwoy is now being introduced as an Afrobeat artist. And so the Ghanaian community is not so much of his market now. It is outside. So I want to see that reflection. I want to see that numbers being chopped like outside for me to say, okay, now Stonebwoy's agenda is going, because Pistols of Mama, whatever, are all big, like the market. You can clearly see the market near Ghana has it. So if he is about to release his 5th album and plans doing an album listening in US, releasing the album,
it's a global agenda,
then you should know that you are definitely not the target. So I tell you, this 18 track will drop and you mark it anywhere. Some people can say the album is whack here in this space, because most of the songs on the album
will not be suitable.
Yes, they can't relate to it. But then let's also know that that particular product is not for us. Sonny Achiba, in his recent interview with you, okay, says at a point whenever he takes his songs to people to sell for him or distribute for him, they tell him, the only statement he makes to them is, I did not do it for you.
That's true.
And that is what Stonebwoy and the other guys are doing. So yes, I know now our expectations will be high in the sky, but let's limit it so we can see what he's saying. Because if we are seeing Grammy now and the guy doesn't even get nomination, we will get broken heart, and we will use that broken heart to go and put pressure on him. Meanwhile, that is not even his expectation.
Yeah.
On your broken heart here. Now, expectation no yet. So on Koji Grammy now when your nomination, broken heart now the good society until on release the album when your Grammy nomination. So let's limit it so we can be with them or be with him, so he grows and celebrate whatever, even the little that he's able to get, so we can celebrate with him. So congratulations in advance to Stonebwoy.
Okay, Abbas, speak finally on this.
Yeah, Rasami, knowing Stonebwoy from certain point, from Carl Atinga's time to
as in his manager,
yes, to Black CD, to Chief now, and so forth. I believe Stonebwoy is one person who know how to relate with everybody, and you'll be shocked the kind of memory he have about you, or he has about you over time. And I've had opportunity to work with him on some occasions, and I know he's somebody who's a go-getter.
Okay,
this is the time for him at the international level. No qualms. I believe this record is for the international market, and he has positioned it as such, and is going towards that. If you're in the Ghanaian market, what do you want to achieve? VGMA would be one of the things for you to validate this kind of work you are doing. Okay, my work per this has been validated, and that's it. When he was aiming into the Jamaican market, there was something he was looking for. He had major artists there on his records. He had awards from there on his records, and so forth, and he even had collaboration bringing them down here. So that achievement have been chalked. Now the next biggest market for you to be able to do something substantial in the world is USA and in Europe, and he's in there now working on that, and that is the next thing. And everybody will believe me that when I say, okay, Stonebwoy is going to be performing at the NBA, is going to be performing at the Super Bowl, is going to be performing at Grammys and all this stuff, and he has that capacity.
That's the agenda.
Yes, that's the agenda. I won't think, or I won't have any inspiration. I can't have him there and I'll be thinking he should come to VGMA. It's like me praying for him to come back, or he should come back to go and play.
Why are you saying now they are going to grow beyond VGMA?
No, I'm not saying they are going to go beyond it. When you come performing at VGMA, it's an honor for us, for you performing, and it's a sign of showing us respect and appreciating your own. But that doesn't mean that I will wake up and say, oh, VGMA ready and Pesami Hono. No.
But I hear he'll be dropping the album title tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay, you're waiting.
So I'm praying and I'm wishing for, and that's where my desire is going, for him to get Grammy. When he get Grammy, we'll all be happy. Somebody will not say, oh, he's doing Grammy patching, he's doing this, he's doing that. No, now he's a Grammy holder, he's a Grammy nominee, he's a Grammy whatever, qualified Grammy. And he has made enough stride towards that.
Exactly.
And it's clear. The moment you mention Angelina Kudjo on a particular Angelique Kudjo on a particular album or a particular song, for me,
and that woman too is a Grammy, Grammy favorite. It's
a magnet of Grammy. You need to tap
Grammy favorite person,
so, and she will show you the rudiments.
Wow. Okay. I get it.
And two, if you are supposed to market, you see, Grammy, you need to market the music in the American market. It's not marketing somewhere towards America. You market it in America. You do the tour in America. Americans buy it. So the next thing I'm also looking at is those platinum, the numbers. You know, the Afrobeat chart is on it. The US Afrobeat chart. You get it. So he gets the numbers. That's Kasambra. So that when it is 50-50, 40-60, or even 70 Def Jam, 30 him, now you 100 million.
Assume.
Near about 10 million. How the bad billions. When the Mashama, how to be told?
No, I get you. If the money is good, the little you get.
Do you get it?
It will still be considered heavy. Yeah.
So that quote you make still makes sense. Fine. But Tommy found one day.
So he is a well-fed slave.
Solid one. And that's me. You see, one of the things that we do here that we don't get it is that look, giving people pressure and giving yourself pressure quite helps you. Imagine I am thinking that Stonebwoy need to be there, Stonebwoy need to be there. What am I thinking for myself? I ask myself, so if Stonebwoy that I've worked with some years ago is growing, what happens to me? Do I still want him to work with me? It is Stonebwoy koba ya Abbas now on him or winning by now or no, Abbas should be different. Abbas should be this. Oh, who last what he sent me a panel? Hey, he said you to be panel. He said, oh, hey, okay. Next time he needs to see me somewhere. He needs to see me doing something. He needs to see me growing. Oh, I bet he said, oh, Sisia, Abbas will elevate. Oh, what be elevate? You get that kind of thing. Then you are what? You are growing with the person. So he feels that, look, you are developing. And we need to develop ourselves. I will wish and I pray that one day I should be able to wake up and work for a US company. That I market something for them or I'm part of their top executives. That is it says here, oh, artist way, number yibi. Because Haslot here man for we World Cup, Nissan, you'll be no upload you.
Of course.
It's one person I will say, Charlie, let's look at Africa. There's this artist, there's that. I should be that guy who.
That's what Sarkodie said some time ago that people did not get. That's what Sarkodie says that when we are also there, we are sure going to connect our people back home.
That's I mean, you get it.
I get it.
We are praying that all these things will source for them.
Nice.
And we are hoping that when we also source for them properly, they should come. There's one thing also I want to let a lot of people to get.
Okay.
Now, it's not that these artists that are here, some of them are not getting the deals. But you see, it is also good to relax because Jeff Dam deal just didn't come to Stonebwoy just a year or 2 months or 3 months.
5 years.
He went through the rudiment, go back, front and back. Because the Stonebwoy, I know he has lawyers.
It took him 5 years to land that.
Yes, he said
to go even read the document.
5 years.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's why when the money said they should go, I said no. It is not just about going to them. They should also see the sense in coming to do the business with you.
Because you go and sign some deal, brother. Look, fed slave crown, like who person who angry independent.
Amen.
Because if not possible, imagine you are having a deal and they are taking 90% and you are taking 10%. Even the 10% is you and your team and the kind of people you are coming with, and they will stress you. You don't have negotiation. If like they say, oh, go and perform this show, you need to go and perform by force. But you have the free will to decide this and that, and you also have currency. You have money to spend. Because people buy nowadays, we buy writers who we buy people who create lyrics.
Of course,
your schedule will not allow
you to if you understand the global music space, you don't even think about writing all your songs, because even the top musicians from all the American music industry, some of them they don't even write.
There are even songs that Jay-Z's rap was written by two.
Yeah, some of them they've not even written any piece before. Someone write for them, they'll go and deliver and still own it. Of course, the person who wrote it will also get
their credits and royalties.
Well, Stonebwoy, wish you well. Hard work brings results. So if you put in the works and the results come, it is so beautiful. In fact, the beautiful thing in this world is for you to work and make money. Like who's gonna say, my yejuma, like that thing. So yes, if Stonebwoy is working and the results are showing clearly, we are so happy and we pray that it comes even more. Now let's go back to Nigeria. After Burna Boy, let's still go back to Nigeria. And in a Joe Boy interview, he said something. And I'm here thinking about, should artists say so many things during interviews, like we call it TMI, too much information? Kuami Eugene, in his recent interview with Sikao, nearly fell into the ladies' trap because the ladies were not happy with what he said, especially when he said that if you're a woman and you want to date him, you should have a tough skin and blah blah blah, boom boom boom. You should be able to know that I'm not going to post you, I'm not going to flaunt you, blah blah blah. The girl said, "What? What do you mean, man? You can't say this." Now, in another interview, I think in a post-Nigeria kind of conversation, Joe Boy has said something that, why I said I think it is not necessary. Do you know why I think it's not necessary? I'm even telling my people before they come in to attack the topic proper. Today, you are saying this. One day, when you don't have, people will make reference to this and think that you lived a careless life. Today, this is what you are saying. You might think you are either saying it for the headlines, you are saying it for the talkability, you are saying it for the reviews. But tomorrow, when you are down, people will come and use this and hit you with it that you were careless. That is why you are where you are. What did Joe Boy say? Let's go catch it. I'll be right back.
I feel like, anyway, I'd say it goes both ways. I say it goes both ways. Like if you actually like, I feel like anyway, I'd say it goes both ways. I say it goes both ways. Like if you actually like love or care about somebody, and you can comfortably like spend spend on them, like take care of them, make them feel valued. You know. Yeah.
For a rich man like you, how much would you say you spend
but I've not like, it's not like I'm taking notes somewhere or I'm bookkeeping, but I'd say if I'm going to say minimum like 50. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. But disclaimer, I don't talk to me, carry your money, go give person when they love you, I better go small.
Alright, so video credit to Pulse Nigeria, and once again I'm asking, as an artist doing interviews, should you be putting out just everything? So in this interview he's saying that at least he's spending like 50 million naira on his girlfriend, like it's not his wife, like his girlfriend, spending like 50 million naira. Yes, you do the conversion for me. Okay, do the conversion for me and let me see what it says. And I'm wondering how much Roland and Currency, how much they are spending on their girlfriend. I'm here thinking like, in some way I can. One day.
1,353,260 Ghana cedis.
Put it to dollars.
Okay.
Dollars will make it a global understanding then. So it's already 1 million Ghana cedis. Take it to dollars and let's see what the dollar equivalent also says.
$108,000, 695.
Charlie.
Yeah,
you are making money all right.
That is over $100,000 in 2 years.
Yeah, you are making money all right. And as it stands now, I don't know what he has been able to acquire for himself. And now you are sitting publicly saying that you are spending 50 million naira on a girlfriend who can jail till tomorrow. Abbas, is he talking too much?
The first thing that came to my head when I heard this was like, Nigeria Kuami Eugene.
Oh, what do you mean by Nigeria Kuami Eugene? How do you mean by Nigeria Kuami Eugene?
Then label no there says it's a munya PR Joanna when defend this back end. He's earning that much. He's an adult. And nobody can tell him what to use his personal money to do. The good thing is that my prayer is that he should be spending it on one girl. And the one girl should be loving him to marriage, so that on the day he doesn't have, or when it comes that he's low on whatever he's earning, the woman will remember that when they were boyfriend girlfriend, he's still there. But no matter what, there's one word you ever catch. I don't know whether they say it in Nigeria, but in Ghana there they say it. Pin cry, you have not buy for me before. Pin. So me there are days I go and buy safety pins special. Then I go attach you this one to do, just to be sure that
one day you want to pin cry.
Yeah, sure. The day I was doing that, she didn't get it. So there was another day when she made something. I said, go and check. Remember on this thing?
I bought 5 pins.
5 pins. Because it's not that they want to use it against you, but I've come to realize that no matter what, women like men. No matter what, whether I will lead you, baby girl, my daughter, if you open your purse, no, none of them are shiny. The one is not shiny. No matter what you say.
Oh yeah,
she open that purse, come on the money. Then just take the big one, then go give her the small one. Then she'll be okay. But if you don't change it, forget it.
I see.
So imagine if she like money like that, the mother, then the grandmother, what will happen?
They will like double.
Hey, my old lady, when you are with her in the room, and after you have bought her things, so don't give her the fiscal cash. You say, oh, you didn't come and do anything. But the things I bought, all of it is even expensive than the 20 series or the 50 series I'm going to give you.
But I still have to add that
You
money.
know, you don't take care of anybody. You don't pay light bill. You don't pay water bill. You don't use the money to do anything.
You don't know.
Only.
You don't
You don't know. You don't know.
The water bill we take care. The light bill we take
This is
care.
a bomb attack here.
And they will be scanning them. Say, I just want the money.
Well,
So that's what I mean.
They didn't speak well.
No. For me, he didn't speak well. He didn't speak well for his future.
Like say, oh yeah, you have to treat your girlfriend good.
Yes.
Provide for her needs if you can.
Yes.
Now, do you know, after saying that, then he comes forward to say, I'm not saying to go and spend.
You say disclaimer.
What was what can I say?
But you see, at that time, in his head, one of the things that the woman will say to you that it will hurt you that is it not just 50 million that you spend on me, and it's more painful. And the other most painful thing is that if you have not spent, if your mom is alive, your grandmother is alive, or your sister is alive, and they hear this, and you've not spent even 10 million naira on them, do you know how painful it will be to them? Then, as you said earlier on, in going into the future, one day, because I've realized that in life, no matter even how you rich you are, that you stay stable, like you'll be fine forever. Maybe you will not be poor, but Niyama enkoye person etieno. And at that point in time, people will refer you to this.
That's
you
what
say,
I'm saying.
if you are using, is that this one going to tell you that is the amount that you've come and tell us? Do we know the amount you've wasted even on air, the main one? What about the side ones? What about the side ones? So one just need to be careful with his utterances and how he goes
Especially when
about
they are
it.
doing their
And when they are doing the interview, and they should stop feeling free. These people are not your friend, and stop looking for a tag. Example like Kuami Eugene. Anytime I see him on interview, I feel like he feels too comfortable, like he's talking to his people, and he needs to be either sincere or he needs to get a tag. You are already your Kuami Eugene, and we will love you. But stop using certain things to destroy yourself. You lose few females that want to be your fans.
Okay. Ro, what do you also think about that statement from Joe Boy?
It's it is not too much information if you have disposable income. Well, to some people it is normal. I am just looking at him like the old age of Joe Boy as Honorable Kennedy Japan. It's the same thing. He doesn't mind telling you the number of even side chicks he has or how much he even spends on them. It's normal to him. These are people who those things are not of so much value to them. Yes, they see them as easy come, easy go. So yes, you might see it as too much information only when there are some things that you would want to keep private. To some people, yes, even their relationship is not private to them. Like there are some things even about their relationship that is not so private.
They wouldn't want to hide.
Exactly. So yes, if you see that's too much information, then it is because of your personal principles and how you approach stuff. Some of us wouldn't post our girlfriends, wouldn't post our wives, wouldn't flaunt them like pram. Maybe unless it is some special occasions, or once in a while, maybe you would want to do it, fine, but it wouldn't be a nail pum or girlfriend pum or channel pum. But to some people, it is World Cup. You don't do it means you don't love them. That is how they approach their love life. To some of the dangers that would come with some of these statements, especially future repercussions, that one you can't fight it, whether he says it or he doesn't say it. See, when he goes broke today, people will still make that statement. Say when you had money, you were just chasing girls. People will still do it. We have musicians in this country or in this space who have gone broke, and whether they use their money for those things or not, people still say those things about them. Oh yeah, they will come. So yes, it might be too much information if you are more or less like a private person, where there are some spots in your life you wouldn't want them to go public, like how you spend, who you spend on, and the kind of things that you mostly you mostly buy or mostly spend on. Some of these things, some of us are just private about it. We yes, I know I spend, but I wouldn't want you to know that maybe I bought this bottle of water for 500 cedis. But somebody, it is to just feed their ego, feed their pride, or make them feel cool. So they don't even mind, even after eating at the restaurant, taking a snapshot of the how do we call it? The bill.
Oh, okay.
The bill, and posting it online for you to know that yes, Oba Habedi, you know, he spent like 20,000 or 30,000. To some people, it is just to make them feel cool, and that is them. We can't fault them for them feeling that way. So yeah, some of us wouldn't agree and wouldn't go that tangent, but it doesn't mean that it is too much information. This is not too much information, because the person himself doesn't see it as private like that. You are the one seeing it as private in your space, but to him it is not so much private. So yes, too much information only when things are private for you, but to him it is not too much information.
Well, Abbas, Derek Money.
And Nigerians are spenders when it comes to women. A Ghanaian lady will tell you so much.
I think I've been hearing this.
Yes.
That the Nigerian guys, they spend on women.
They spend on women. And that is what Joe Boy is doing. So I think it's part of their tradition.
But it's their culture, though. It's part of their culture.
But the thing is, I mean, as a musician, when opportunity like Pause Ghana, Pause Nigeria, you know the platform you are on. It's about time and say with me a pushy or craft, for the world to know who Joe Boy is. Although we know you've been enjoying your songs. I just checked, I think 7 days ago he has released a song. And that was this is the platform you needed to push the song. But Joe Boy Tihoka.
And I want to believe he went there to promote the song.
Spending more than
you see that people after this is what they
their target. Which means spending more than 100,000 on your woman. Oh no, that's I think that's what you call the too much information, because you get the opportunity to say so many things on that particular platform. At least push your talent, push your craft, push your music, push Nigerian music, push other people around you, address issues within your music space. That is why we go for interviews. We address issues within your music space, within a space where you find yourself. That is what Joe Boy was supposed to do. But when they say more,
man when there
could join is that what you want to say? Maybe because the moment a lady will hear say you spend more than 100,000 on one lady, on also for one corner, not also that. So now ladies are going to chase Joe Boy whether he likes it or not. Ladies are going to chase him, and I think he's a young talent, and if you're a young talent and then you get opportunity or a platform, make sure you utilize the platform very well. And in the future it will hurt you, because with this, even if an investor hears you spend such an amount on your lady or a lady, do you think the investor will invest money in your craft? No. Therefore the money you are spending on ladies. So what do you need again when it comes to investment into your music, your musical career? So with such utterances as an artist, whenever you are going for any interview, you just need to sit down, analyze how you are going to put your speech, analyze how you are going to talk. Because at the end of the day, so what kase we na say we interview na here and esan disusu so born ebrewa meaning one kokra keye what trefie dwon ho a keye ana what na social media kra na call Facebook live can also be wow
ka wa nyasem
so if you've gotten the platform, use the platform very well, make comments, and I say can someone edin punto be bread the industry we are in, your musical career na say o project o page no be a OT and someone said this is the Joe Boy we know, this is the Joe Boy we are listening to, not certain words and I say statements the whole world will come at you. I don't know what will you gain, because that's the
telling the world how much you spend
on your lady. The word will be on your neck.
Are you spending same on your manager or any of your members?
So if even your people, your team members, some of them will start to think outside the box, because if you can spend such an amount on a lady, and then you are not servicing us very well, then I think you have a problem. So I think Joe Boy is a loose talk. Now, he shouldn't have gone that far. He went too much. He should have find something better to say about his craft, not what he said. More than 100,000 on a lady.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe Boy was
girlfriend though.
Joe Boy was
It's not wife.
Girlfriend. Joe Boy was $100,000 plus dollars.
Yeah.
Joe Boy was
in 2 years, not just
in 2 years. Joe was just imagine that Sikano or the investment. Imagine
it is even more than because this is one that you can just think of it.
Exactly. But I mean, so I think say Joe Boy.
I still think it is too much information. There are some things you don't say.
You don't say.
You see the people we move with in this area of work. At every point in time, someone has an expectation from you.
Exactly.
So for all you know, there is some blogger, there is some DJ, there is some manager, there is some fan, there is something around him that is expecting some small help from him. You are not doing that help for him, but you go and sit somewhere and you say you've spent 50 million naira on a woman. That person who
and I asked him of money and did not give me.
3 months he made the 5,000 area punch.
No. Joe Boy. Something better. Something that will real kind of match to it. But I think
what I'm thinking.
It's a loose talk. Too much information.
Well, something happened in Iran. Maybe you can still keep the microphone, so I wrap up that with you. Something happened in Iran, and I'm seeing a story on there that I would want to share with you guys, so we can run away with it. Let me read this from Ghana Web. Yeah, let me read this story from Ghana Web. Okay, Richie wants me to read from screen. It says, Rema sends message to Iranian girls arrested for dancing to a song. And this story means a lot to me because of women issues and the fact that somewhere culture. It says Nigerian singer Divine Ikubo, popularly known as Rema, has taken to social media to send a heartfelt message to a group of Iranian ladies who were arrested for dancing to his song Calm Down. Baby, calm down. Calm down. Another banger. 5 ladies became a viral sensation after a video of them dancing to Rema and Selena Gomez's hit song went global. The video sparked outrage as Iranian women are not permitted to dance in public as they risk prosecution. The ladies were said to have filmed the dance video in support of an activist movement fighting for women's rights in Iran. The 5 ladies got arrested over the video and were held in police custody for 2 days. They were also forced to apologize. Iranian activist Sharak Ekbatan, who confirmed the arrest, wrote, "These girls were under arrest by the hashtag IRGC terrorists for almost 2 days, where they were emotionally abused and a forced confession was taken from them, apologizing for dancing in public." Taking to his Twitter page to react to the development, Rema sent a message to the girls and other Iranian women fighting for a better world, adding that he's inspired by them. He tweeted, "To all the beautiful women who are fighting for a better world, I'm inspired by you. I sing for you and I dream with you." So Richie, you can play whilst I do a commentary on this. So the girls who were dancing on the street, and you know, in Iran, it's a Muslim country, in our Islamic country, and there are some things that are prohibited. You are not supposed to do some things, especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman, you are not. When we went to Dubai, we went to a poolside, and even the women at the poolside, they are all covered. It is not easy to see the flesh of someone who is from the Emirates. As a matter of fact, the other day, a lady told me, whilst I was there, a lady told me that in her hotel where they work, there was a program organized for some of these rich Dubai women, and it was a pool party. So they were allowed to come and swim. They said security. Huh? Even the people who were serving, every time you go in and out, you'll be searched, because they don't want you to make a mistake and go in with a camera. They said security. And men were obstructed from about a long meters. Like if you're a woman, you not even get closer to the place where the swimming pool was even happening. Yes. It is not easy. The lady works in a hotel and say, oh, it was, they said that day they organized, so the place was enclosed because they were going to swim. And of course, they are going to show body. By some warfare. Near Makata, yes, near Makata, near Masopa, near Makata, near Maso. Well, Richard, can I do the commentary now if it is available? If it is not, maybe because you have the mic. What do you think about what's his name again? Rema's message.
Rasami, I think Rema.
And let me ask you why I'm asking this question. This is someone's culture. They say don't do it. Unfortunately, they do it with your song. What would you do? Like someone breaking a rule in his country, but because you want to support him because it is you, are you encouraging them or like? I'm here thinking about the angles. Like, okay, don't do this in my home. You come and you take someone's something and you do it because the person feels you used his thing. He's come to support you to do come and mess up in my home when I'm saying don't do it. Yeah, it's a really dicey conversation.
Very dicey. Well, I think Rema is smart because automatically he's going to get numbers, followers as well. Because one, and you're a banger, then it's another banger. And with this influence, this is going to get more attention on Rema and then his song. But I think technology is trying to change religion. And these are some of the things we are seeing here. Okay. Because if not technology, come your video, no come baby but due to the open space of technology, religion.
They did it outside, though.
They did outside, okay, but they posted it. Yes. So if not technology and the internet, which has become very broad in our system right now, certain things you will not see. But it's quite unfortunate we've seen it. But I'm asking, are they choreographers? Are they video visions?
No. These are people who were like young girls coming together to record something for TikTok and those things. So,
but I think the punishment is right because one, your religion says don't do this.
That's what I'm saying.
And you did it. Meaning you've breached the rule.
Yeah.
And then any punishment that you deserve needs to be given to you. So the punishment given to them was right to me because it's against their culture, it's against their religion. Yes. But looking at music wise, I think everybody has an ear to listen to music. Music does not have a barrier. Because the moment they are they are from Iran, doesn't mean they don't listen to music. They do listen to music. But what I will say is they went extra further. They could have done this in their view.
Yeah.
That they could have done that in their view. Because one word the other is like you are preaching your culture in a different style, in a different way. People will feel like it will be very interesting and exciting. Being in that your dress from head to toe and you are dancing to this, it will even go extra viral.
Well, but the law says they shouldn't dance outside at all.
Then they breach the law. So all the punishment.
The ladies are not supposed to dance outside. That is what the story says. They are not supposed to dance outside.
Then I think the punishment they give to them, it's right. They have every right to punish them. Maybe to be in the cells for 2 days, it's quite unfortunate. But this should set as an example for others. That in our religion, when we are going to Qatar, it was alleged that Qatar they don't drink.
Yeah.
So nobody is going to drink over there. That is their culture. You need to abide by it. So you, the indigenous people, you know all this, and then you break the rule to do it. Any punishment goes directly. But I'll say Rema looks sharp, very smart. He has increased his numbers automatically. Yeah. And even the song is still going viral.
Yeah, because people are still talking about it.
When you watch the video, you quickly go to YouTube, you watch the video again. So his numbers are increasing. That's what I'm saying. He looks very smart. And it is working for him, it will work for him as well. He can probably get a show crowd with Iran.
That's true.
Oh yeah. If only they will accept him over there. Yes, if only they will accept him.
There are some days they do some shows.
Exactly.
There are some people that they can call.
I I think with the punishment, it's cool. Next time they should know how best they position themselves when it comes to you entertaining yourself, because they feel like it was entertainment, so they want to entertain themselves. But once you are entertaining yourself, make sure you don't breach a law.
Okay.
If you breach a law, the law will deal with you.
That's true. Thank you, Roland. Take over.
This matter is very sensitive.
Very, very sensitive. I know.
Because you can, even if you want to open up the conversation, it even brings us to the ABCD people. Because it is the same thing. That particular community or that practice is not legalized in Ghana. Therefore, whether with our culture or even with the law, it is illegal. It is not accepted. So I'm looking at, okay, a community that...
All right, so this is the dance move by the ladies. Abbas, what is written on it?
This one here.
You don't know. Abbas, you disappointed me. So, yes, like in Iran,
I'm sure maybe it is the title of the song and maybe their group name or something.
And they were showing stomach too. No. And I suspect they might be students. I suspect they might be students.
I just want to, you see, the reason why this video was done this way by them is
they recorded the thing themselves, so they put their camera on the floor.
It is just to make a statement. Not
the story says it is for some activists in B.
Exactly.
That is ongoing.
That is ongoing. So it is just to add up to make a statement. That's what I'm saying. It is very as sensitive as some of these ABC did not legalize in Ghana. But we know there are groups in Ghana who are still activating, trying to fight for their right or for some of these things to be legalized. So I'm just imagining some of these groups one day waking up to say, okay, we are going to dance to we are going to dance to Burna Boy song. They dance to Burna Boy song, and even in that act they get themselves gripped by the Lord, and Burna Boy will come and say, Munja, I dream with you. It is the same thing. Yes, we may not like that particular culture in that space. And when some of these things happen, we can only sympathize with them and pray maybe whatever they are calling for, or the law that probably they've breached, should be reviewed or revised. That is the only thing we can pray for. Because anything that frowns on somebody's rights, because this thing that they are doing, if you should ask me, I don't know who it is going to offend. That is it.
It's going to offend their religion.
Exactly.
Their society of a sort.
Exactly my point. So if that is the case, then they should know that it is the infiltration of other people's culture and technology which has caused this. Because the dance formation they were doing or the choreography they were doing, this is very popular on TikTok. And since unless they say they will not allow them to use mobile phones too or smartphones, that is it. But as time goes on, these things are bound to happen. They will come, unless we want to still live in a primitive way. Most of these technological advancements and other people's culture entering into our culture makes it difficult for some of even our culture to be upheld. So yes, it is unfortunate it has happened to them that way. Nobody wishes some of these things to happen to them. But then they also have a cause they are driving. Not long ago, I think women were not allowed to drive. They were not allowed even at the stadium. I remember somewhere last year, news came that for so many years, they've now been allowed to drive and also go to the stadium. And you can see jubilation. So it is not as if...
The last time I saw a report of women who are allowed to swim topless in Berlin.
In Berlin. I saw that article too.
Yeah.
So they never come.
Of course, Berlin they ever come.
So you see,
going to Berlin this summer.
First, they were not allowed to drive. They were not allowed to go to the stadium. And all these were based on religious rules. But now it has been amended or even reviewed and allowed them to participate in some of these things. Not long ago, they were not even in sports. But now we have Iranian team which are participating in the Women's Sports League. And it is like even, how do we call it, their national teams. It is like that you see them in their veil and still be playing. So if some of these rules can be reviewed in order to give them briefing space, I would just like tag with Rema and sympathize with them. This is not to say Rema is condoning what they are doing though, but it is because his song or his product has been infused in it. And since it is to the detriment of somebody, he can only sympathize with them.
Yeah.
But the latter of his statement makes it look as if, say, he condones what they are doing. And this is flaunting somebody's culture that we are talking about, or somebody's rule. So I can only plead with the authorities that, yes, as time goes on, some of these things will pop up. People will feel uncomfortable with some of the rules that are governing them. And if there is a way that it can be reviewed, or we can still look at it in a certain light so we can allow people to operate, why not? Besides, so far as it is not going to infringe on somebody's personal right, like you said, whatever they are doing is can affect society. But let's ask ourselves, whatever anybody does also affects society. You might think you are doing the right thing, but it is definitely affecting somebody negatively somewhere. And it is like that. So yes, let's try and encourage that some of these rules and regulations, since some of them have been able to review, definitely some of these ones can also be reviewed and we can give them a little briefing space. Other than that, this is a very harmless video. For whatever they are showing. It is not so much of a problem to some of us, but then it is somebody's rules that we are talking about. So we can only plead with them and sympathize with the ladies in trouble.
Okay, Abbas, finally, let's run away. Our time is up.
It is sensitive. It's just fortunate, and it's also just unfortunate because of where I come from and who I am.
Okay.
So some people may not take reason in what I'm about to say, but it's very, very unfortunate for them because it is your point of view that rules your kind of concept.
Okay.
So first of all, there are three things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about technology, I'm going to talk about culture, and I'm going to talk about law. And these three things are affecting us here. I'm telling you, Brasami, you've been with Arabs, you've been in the Gulf region. You won't lie that they like technology. They use technology. They have the money for technology.
Expensive phones.
Islam on pay here. Let me tell you, one of the religions are on pay here is Islam.
I can see.
Islam ma wo di wa bra boni na wo be ma no ye adwuma ehwe wo yiri yi. You are not supposed to fantasize my wife. Because I'm supposed to feed her to the level that you are not attractive to her. And she's not in love with my handsomeness. She's in love with Allah. And she loves me for the sake of Allah. And I provide for her for the sake of Allah. The same Quran said, before you marry, you can marry 1, 2, 3, 4. But take care of all these women equally, brother. Can I be good to you the same way I'll be good to money? Can I be good to money and yourself the way I'll be good to you?
That's why Derek Money wants to tuba.
So you see,
because he wants to marry more.
And before you can have the luxury and become an alaji, you need to be rich. And before you can marry a second wife, a first wife needs to be very comfortable and approve of it. And these wives approve of it. Because what did you mean? What bre? Says your person chili. No people from the womb crown. Because who know will libido on to me be what bre.
Oh, okay. That's the idea.
You get it?
Bre.
And you go on him so be my dear. Who ye den kra wa konon unto me shewun.
My dear, it makes sense so.
Into what national
Kao for new year now what trans no biaba.
No, no so relax. No
biaba. It's what time. Abo ye jumare ma. Ko ba sa o member na wa bre wada.
So you go. It's because I mean answer na who be ma. Ube dani akokra no. It's our year society at the age. That's I mean at the age who want to say yes and can say who was second wife ending. Now me say na you run the second wife. Because look, remember to me Hana remember no only we yiri wo na obe say at the age na remember who omu jam man there be no fun say remember no cry 80 90 Kozongo, Alaji be una board you say be.
So like Bana, my second wife should be some solid young girl.
You know, the age of any wife in 10 years, 15 years. Because we knew we wife almost 30 years at the age of 20, 21, thereabout.
Oh,
that's happy.
Yes, they be my stressed. If I know massage then Madam Accra.
You may be or fie. And send a sorry about 2 years. Oh, mammy 4. Mammy way and your way and mammy way near way or mammy way near week with mammy way near. It will be a poison in a boom. What is it? And I ain't in a baby tears because they see a crying cranny enjoy. It's a mama who say my mama has another my. Mama Juma in my hair, Mama Laula to be my. To one by as well, when my yet by your crown rivals. Uba any ukraba ni night.
But I hear now the Muslim girls today they are too jealous to allow some of these.
Oh no, they are not too. They are jealous on Unyafo boys.
Kasa from.
They are too jealous on the Unyafo boys. Let me have a proper Range Rover with Benz with whatever. I give my wife Benz. I give this one Hyundai Civic way. I'm gonna give me one crack. Hey, would you big back on so fast every month? Why ya? On the one near she own bed, on near Johnny, on your she, on this also what power. Why did you? If I didn't obey, who now myself? It's cold.
I get it.
You get it? And she's comfortable because she knows the one you are doing it with. The Muslim community or the Arab community, all of us in the world right now, we love technology. And we are not saying we are alien to technology. Even these Arabs, they buy the latest of the iPhones.
Yeah. When we went to Dubai,
they spend on their
small girls, the kind of phones they are having. I wish I'm a phone.
Let's
wrap it up, Abbas.
You see, so technology, let's take it out. They do well.
Okay.
2, culture. If you realize, you see, Africa and Asia, we don't force our culture on Europe and America. Who worry back? We ain't worry for, but they be a mumu per se, Mubako no force you were so. Who do to? You mean me too? Mean Cassa men do to. Do to, mommy dimmy too. Also, had any problem. That you need to come to my space and tell me that if I don't do that,
infiltrate my space.
It's against human rights and whatever. I don't condone it. And now, obviously, modesty. Cover yourself up. It didn't say don't do all that things that you do, but don't do this in an open space. Just do it in a closed door. Do you know the kind of things that women do in their rooms, in their house? Did you ask yourself how do they even hear this song in the first place? Because they are allowed, but don't just do it outside. Oh, brothers will say, oh, being topless, uncle topless. Me nkasa men ko topless or chrome.
That doesn't chrome with the men yet.
But they will move from their chrome, come to who chrome. Catch a cover say, munya against human rights.
I didn't know those who have veils on their face. Even when they are eating, they use the food. I don't know if we saw some.
Oh yeah. So Opedian say no, they are shape.
Serious. And brother, that doesn't limit the person's knowledge. Smartness.
Sure. I saw some of them say, "Hey, this go."
Brother, look.
But see the other five.
They are in the basic. They now try to obey you know who anymore.
I'm not who your bodies, who say body at all.
And you see all these common kitty way. And then preventing. Because that's there's no way currency be home be ritual or be comfortable. It's not possible. So to prevent it, uncover the ye, machine to my pack, where pay, who would dear, me what me dear, and how obia. And then Uncle Bon seen quite a member see me bapel or see in a pet in a right way. Set it to Africa ha. Yeah, almost pegging for husband and wife in am I yet to nice money? But nowadays, so
there's not something the rules there in Iran or condone.
No. The rules will not condone it.
So how if Rema was your, how would you advise him to react to this? Because like I'm saying, elsewhere someone is not happy, but this is the time that they used your song. What do you also have to do?
I will sympathize with them as an African. This is how I will sympathize with them. My last statement will say I encourage all my fans across the globe to abide by their country's laws and regulations and still enjoy the music.
Solid.
The way a Germany now almost say you will tune fasa.
I think it's
That's the PR wise and some everything.
Wow, thank you. Religion and culture, they are two things you cannot joke with. And especially when not on another man's land. Here, if we go out, I can take my cup, pour something in it, and be walking on the street and be drinking. Exactly, but elsewhere you can't do it. So, like Abbas, I think Abbas' statement is solid. In saying everything he said, he should have said, enjoy my songs, but make sure you follow the community guidelines in your country. Abbas, that was solid PR there. Thanks so much, Roland Amate. Thanks to Derek Money is everywhere. Let's wait for the voting details to support him to win in that category. And the project, Elevate GH and Sammy Flex TV or Flex Entertainment. Get your music video shot. And it is something affordable that you can pay. So contact the numbers shared, and Abbas will also be sharing it on his timelines as well as on social media. So you guys should be ready to be a part of it. Call us, and within a week or two, your video should be ready with no stress. One we can assure you. So this is it. National Entertainment Pandit of the Year. Hey, challenging local. The details are there already.
Yeah, the details are there.
The detail. The voting. Okay.
Main event is in
May 13th. Yeah, national.
Wow.
Shout out to Jete in America. Ready to support.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. So Derek Money there. Now special thanks to Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director, who is celebrating his birthday today. And of course, we want you to show love to our editor and director. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us if you've not done that. This is enough for us. The love that you can show us is to subscribe for us. So I believe you'll do this, and we'll meet again in our next video. Ta-ta.